Welcome to A Student of Leadership, a micro-podcast where leaders are made one habit at a time. Hosted by Rob Adams, a leadership veteran with 30 years of experience, this podcast explores key concepts that define exceptional leadership. Each episode delves into a powerful word or strategy, offering practical insights and real-world stories. Whether you're just starting out or an experienced executive, join Rob as he guides you in learning, growing, and leading with purpose.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to A Student of Leadership, the micro podcast where great leaders are made one habit at a time. I'm Rob Adams, your host, and today we're talking about something every leader deals with, but not everyone gets right. We're talking about feedback, and I emphasize calling it "say it so they grow." Say it so they grow. Let's be honest, the word feedback makes a lot of people squirm. It sounds formal, uncomfortable, maybe even scary. But real feedback? It's not about pointing out what's wrong. It's about helping people get better. And that's what leaders do. They make people better. Think of it like a mirror. Great feedback doesn't make you feel small. It helps you see clearly so you can improve. It builds trust. It helps your team feel seen and supported. And when done right, it becomes one of the most powerful habits a leader can practice every single day. Let me tell you a story from one of the most creative companies in the world, Pixar. When Ed Catmull helped build Pixar, he knew the magic wouldn't just come from the talent. It had to come from honest conversations. So he created something called the Brain Trust. It was a meeting where directors and creators give each other feedback on their films. Now here's the key. Anyone could speak up. No titles, no fear, just feedback. Clear, direct, and kind. They used it on Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Up, and many more. And you know what? It worked. Because when people trust that feedback is meant to help, not harm, they lean in and not back. So what made it powerful? The feedback was about the work, not the person. Everyone had a voice in the room. And the goal was always, let's make it better together. They were looking forward, not back. This wasn't soft, it was honest. And that honesty made Pixar legendary. Now here's a wonderful quote that I love from the famous author Ken Blanchard. He once said, "Feedback is the breakfast of champions." So you think to yourself, why breakfast? It's because it fuels your day, just like feedback fuels your growth, but only if it's real, regular, and respectful. And remember this, feedback is not just something you give, it's something you invite. Now let's take a minute and reflect and think, when was the last time you gave someone helpful feedback? Do people feel safe giving you feedback in return? And are you creating a space where people grow or hide? Now, Gallup did some research, and they found that employees who get frequent, meaningful feedback are 3.6 times more likely to be engaged at work. But here's what admired leadership teaches us. That feedback isn't about telling people what to fix. It's about making others feel capable of doing something even better. And that is a skill and a choice. Here are 3 simple things you can do to give better feedback starting today. First, be specific. Skip the general comments like, "Great job, that didn't work." Instead, say something like, "When you led the team meeting, I noticed you invited everyone to speak. That built trust. Keep doing that." Balance the message. That starts with what's working. Then offer one area to grow. not criticism, coaching. You nailed the pitch. Next time, what I'd like to do is see you speak just a little slower. People will follow you better. And make it safe. Come from a place of caring. Ask for their take. Make it a two-way street. Say, can I give you some thoughts on that? What do you think worked well and what didn't? Now, this week's leadership challenge is very simple but powerful. I want you to seek out one person, a teammate, a peer, even a leader, and give them some feedback. In fact, I'd like you to approach it even in a feed-forward position. That's about a future state instead of going backwards. I'd like you to go forwards. I want you to make it specific, I want you to make it kind, and I want you to make it actionable. Let them know you believe in them enough to help them grow, and then ask for feedback in return. Show them that great leaders never stop learning. They're always curious. They're always hungry for the next thing. You see, feedback isn't a skill you're born with. It's a behavior you must build one repetition at a time. And like all leadership behaviors, it gets stronger the more you practice it. So say what needs to be said with care, with kindness, with clarity, and with courage. Next time on A Student of Leadership, we're going to be talking about development. How do leaders help others grow their skills and prepare for what's next in their career journey? Until then, keep leading, keep learning, and keep saying the things that help others rise. I'm Rob Adams, your host from A Student of Leadership. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of A Student of Leadership. Leadership is about who we become and how we help others grow. If you found value in this podcast, share it with a fellow leader and connect with Rob on LinkedIn or leave a review. New episodes drop weekly, so don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and leading with intention. Remember, great leaders are made one habit at a time. See you next time on A Student of Leadership.